So we wanted to discuss why feminism had been misinterpreted through history and why people felt embarrassed to call themselves a feminist, or why it felt like a radical or quite shameful word to a lot of people.
So I was a founding member of the group because I realised that there are a lot of issues that had slipped under my radar, and they had been causing a lot of harm in the past and still do today.
In history, we don't get to hear the woman's side of the story as much as we do the men's, and in Athena society we get to give them their voice back.
We talk about women's struggles in the West, but also globally. We've talked about problems all the way back from ancient Greece to 21st century problems, about women's struggles in Afghanistan against the Taliban.
It's quite like a good place to listen to other people, gaining like perspective, and it's very different to the way that conversations are had like nowadays on social media, which often descend into like a lot of hostility and confusion.
Every session is always an eye-opener about how little we know about women in history, and ignore the way how they have been and continue to be treated in society.
It was amazing that the Athena Society had a grassroots nature about it, because it meant students were coming on their own accord, and it led to more debates after the club had finished around school.
It's really powerful seeing male peers come to the Athena Society because they can share their beliefs.
I think it's really important to have discussions across all year groups and across all genders, because these are issues that affect us all.
It's great because these values of equality are really important, especially today.
Well, what I liked is that we drew people in, girls, boys, from different year groups as well, and it allowed people to come together to have constructive conversations and find solutions to these injustices.
I think everyone feels really comfortable about expressing their own opinions, and generally most of the sessions take a life of their own.
It's very important in the climate today to have face-to-face conversation with less judgment and fear to ask questions.
I think the open-minded discussions have been really nice. It's a really safe space to build on other people's conversations and talk about stuff that you don't really know about.
I really enjoy the community that we've built here. I think it's a room full of people who are ready to learn, really enjoying learning, and it's a safe space to say anything judgment-free.
We have lots of laughs and it's really fun, but at the same time we talk about really serious issues that maybe we wouldn't talk about at home with friends or family. So I think it's really important to have that supportive environment where you can talk about those things.
We discuss topics I wouldn't really usually find out about. It's very relaxed and it's something to look forward to on a Wednesday.
It feels innovative because it's student-led and student-focused, so we help lead the agenda and put what we wanted to talk about forward, which was something that we'd never done before.
Well, with Athena, it's not just being taught information by a teacher, everyone can take an active role.
So I do science A-levels, and Athena Society allows me to have discussions about history and politics that I wouldn't otherwise have in my academic subjects.
I enjoy finding out how people have defied the blatant sexism towards them and their fellow feminists, and it inspires me to follow in their footsteps.
We learn how to interrogate the content that I consume and realise stereotypes in media and pop culture that I never would have realised without attending Athena Society.
I will definitely remember that Athena Society has taught me that feminism is something good, and I'll try and teach other people that it's just generally standing up for human rights.
I think it's very important because, instilling those sorts of values of equality just help everyone.
Well, after every Athena meeting, I was always excited to carry on the conversation with others out of the club, with friends and family, and get other people's opinions on it.
I'll remember feeling really heard by a teacher who shared a passion with us and a real excitement to learn about something so important to our history and our lives in general.